everybody, me and Dee back at with another video. Today we're doing episode 2 of season 2 of BC versus the World. As you probably know, if you watching this video, you probably saw the last one. The World won the first game here of season 2. And today we're going to try a little Cabernet Franc from Liber Farm and Winery, the Similkameen Valley, against Chinon from France. A very classic region for Cabernet Franc. Interesting enough, Mike Liber, the owner of Liber Farms and Winery, asked me to do this. At least he sent me this wine to put into this video against something. He didn't say what. Something from the world of Cabernet Franc. I'm guessing that means he's pretty confident in his wine. We'll find out. So I went to the BC liquor store to find a 100% Cabernet Franc from somewhere in the world, and where else would you get it from but France, Chinon, which is I think basically the kind of the king's region for Cabernet Franc. So let's find out.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
All right, so 2019 Cabernet Franc, they're both about the same price, both 100% Cab Franc. BC versus France. Right off the bat, very intense nose, very black fruit, cherry, vanilla, like a brambly fruit, like a boysenberry, or I don't know, one of those. I feel like there's some earthiness to it, a little bit of just a tiny hint of smokiness to it too. Interesting. All right, let's see how it tastes. That is delicious. Wow. What am I getting first? I'm also getting a little bit of coffee up front. Black cherry, blackberry, mint. There's herbaceous quality there as well. I'm just reading the back. It says to pair it with the savory braised beef. Well, I'm having beef stew tonight. It'll be savory and braised, so that should be a pretty good pairing. Yeah. That is absolutely fantastic. I don't know if that's the best Cabernet Franc in BC, but if it's not, it's in the top 2. That is just delicious. Now, maybe I know why Mike wanted to test this out. Let's see. But being the best or second best Cabernet Franc, or third best, or whatever, being a really good Cab Franc from BC, does that mean it's better than a wine of the same price from Chinon in France? Man, I always wonder, when I taste wines like this side by side, it's usually so obvious which is New World and which is Old World. So I wonder why when I do a blind tasting, I miss it so often. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I mean, there's a funkiness to this, and again, that's some funkiness can be bad, but it's not bad. But there's a funkiness to this that screams France or Old World. Before I even really tasted the wine, I barely even smelled it. It comes right up, like mushroom and earth and wet leaves and smoke and leather. This smells much older. That smelled much fresher. They're exactly the same year, 2019. I got that right, didn't I? Yep. I mean, this smells amazing. They both smell amazing. This smells, honestly, I'd smell. I might even give it a tiny nudge to the Chinon, just because it smells 10 years old. But okay, so let's see how it tastes. Jesus. Wow, that is also very, very good. tastes very much like it smells. All the same things. It's a little fruitier on the palate than on the nose. Some black fruit. Tiny hints of vanilla, coffee. Finish is long. Oh, that's delicious. Wow. Okay, I gotta say, I went into this thinking that the Liber was probably gonna win this one, because I've only had a couple wines from Chinon, to be honest with you, and I'm never that blown away by them. They're good. I like Cab Franc, but I just on a high level, I would say I prefer BC Cab Franc to France. If this was the one I had tasted before, then I might change my mind on that. Let me see. One more time. This is more herbaceous than that one is, for sure. Wow. That's good. Okay, well, at this point, I'm not sure. They're going to finish within 1 point of each other if it's not the same score exactly. Amazingly, despite how much this one seems fresher, feels fruitier, it might even be drier than this one. The tannins are more intense, I think. I'm really getting that dry mouth feeling. They both finish long. I think this one finishes just a touch longer, but it's very good. They're both delicious finishes. You know what? I really like both of these wines. Mike should be proud of this. That's a delicious wine. There's not many Cab Francs in BC that can compete with it. Off the top of my head, I can think of one other winery that makes a really spectacular Cab Franc year in, year out. There are others, I'm sure, that make a very good one as well. Cab Franc does well in BC. This one is really, really good. Highly recommend that. That is 93 points. Spectacular. And then this one here, I'm gonna need another sip. Oh. Okay. So this one, I have to award 93 points as well. Domaine de L'R, and by L'R, it's L''R. That's the name of the winery. Les Canals des Grandes Pisses, Cabernet Franc from Chinon. I'm gonna recommend those of you in BC, go buy this right now. I mean, you should buy this one too. Buy them both. This one you can get probably online from the winery. This one you can get in BC liquor stores. I found this in Abbotsford, I think. Yeah, so most of the BC liquor stores are going to have this. And I think it's $30. It's actually, I think it's cheaper than this one by a couple of dollars. They're delicious. Absolutely delicious. So, because this is an official best of 7 series, it can't be a tie. We're like in hockey playoffs here. So they're both 93 points. They're spectacular. I'm going to award the victory by the slimmest of margins to Liber, BC. But don't let that stop you from going to buy this one too. Definitely go buy this one. Interestingly enough, Mike also sent me his 2020 Cab Franc. These grapes come from the Similkameen. 2020 when the grapes came from the Okanagan Valley. I'll have to ask him why the change, because I I wouldn't have screwed with this one too much if I was him. So there's obviously a reason he got grapes from somewhere else. And he also sent me a Merlot as well. He sent me a 3-pack to taste for free. So again, I always feel like making that clear when I don't pay for wines I'm tasting on the channel. I didn't pay for this one. I did pay for this one, and I'm going to pay for this one again and again and again, because that is fantastic, as is this. What a great tasting this is. My stew recipe calls for a cup of red wine, and I thought I would just use whichever one I liked the least to put in there, because I don't like to cook with crappy wine, and I knew that unless one of these was corked or something, it wasn't, well, one was a screw cap, but unless this was corked, neither one of these wines is going to be lousy. I was going to be happy to put a cup of it in my stew, and now I'm not so sure I want to do that. I guess I will. Maybe I'll take half a cup of each or something. They're delicious, spectacular wines. So, yes, if you like Cabernet Franc, you could do a whole hell of a lot worse than either one of these wines. I think you're going to thoroughly enjoy this. I am pretty sure Mike still got some of these in stock, 2019. Check his website out, liber.com. Liber Farm and Winery is the name of the thing, so I'll put the name. That may have given me the wrong address, and I'll fix that up. And this one again, like I said, Domaine de L'R, L''R, Canal des Grands Pieces from Chinon in France, the Loire Valley. Chinon is a sub-appellation of the Loire Valley. Just a beautiful wine. So you can make a decision for yourself. How do you like your Cab Franc? Like it a little more fruity, fruit forward than that one? Like it a little more herbaceous and earthy? That's the one. But you can't go wrong with the other one unless you are really picky. Like, I love Cab Franc, but it's got to be really, really fruity. Well, then you got to go for that one. Or I love Cab Franc, but I don't want any fruit. I don't want much fruit. I want herbs. Over here. Otherwise, either one of them you're going to really, really enjoy. They're spectacular wines. Great job to both winemakers. That's it for today. I apologize. It's been a couple weeks since I did a video. Sometimes life gets in the way. And isn't that a pain in the butt? It's almost Christmas time. It's beginning to look a lot. Yeah, I'm not going to sing. But got lots of good videos planned coming up. And don't forget to like this video if you like it, and please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. It helps me out a ton. And I'm going to go make some stew and enjoy these wines and watch some more football. And until next time, drink great wine. See you soon.